ever wish you could just fucking bite through metal and shit? You're waking up with Bug and Moss.
Whoa! From the Skittering Studios, underneath your favorite rock, it is 7:02 o'clock on the Bug and Moss morning telephone show. My name is Moss.
My name is Bug, and yeah, I've seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
I think we all have dreams of biting through metal.
Does he bite through metal in that?
Yeah, you can do that. He has shark teeth.
That's cool.
They're really bad CG, like really bad.
I feel like I saw that, but I'm confusing Ice Boy and Fire Girl. Or
The
Ice Girl
game?
and Fire Boy? Yeah, did you play that?
Yeah, I played that game.
Or like Flash game or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same. They have the same amount of plot, I think.
That makes sense. I really liked those games.
Yeah, the games probably maybe have better plot.
Why do I think that Shark Boy and Lava Girl is actually Spy Kids 3?
Because it's the same creator. It's the same writer and director.
Is it really?
Yeah,
that makes so much sense.
The 3D is the same. Well, no, I would say the 3D in Spy Kids 3 is better.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
The 3D in Spy Kids 3 is pretty rough.
Yes, it is. Indeed.
I moved my camera, how it connects to my desk, and now my shit is all messed up.
It's hard out there. I know we all struggle.
It's hard
tough.
out here. I look like a turd that got run over by a truck.
You look like a cutie boy.
I feel like a turd that got run over by a truck.
I think you look really sweet. Look at you go.
Like a flat turd with those Michelin. How cool would I have been if I had the make of the tire that tractor trailers use on deck?
I guess medium.
Medium?
Cool.
See, if someone was like, if someone had that on deck, I would think it was very cool.
Oh, okay.
I watched a 30-minute YouTube video all about those Michelin tires, actually, because
the ones that are like hold lot of weight, big heavy hold it can.
Yeah,
designed for that.
Would you ever notice that just about every single tractor trailer truck has the same tires on it? The same. You probably would recognize the tread shape and the way it looks.
I would probably notice it if I was looking at it.
I look at those. I look at that kind of thing.
I think that's really
and it's neat. There's a video that Adam Savage went to the Michelin plant to talk to them about. They released a new tire for tractor trailers that replaces this old one that's been in service for like 15 years or something.
Yeah.
And then this new tire has like even better performance in different weathers. It has this cool, very simple geometrical technology that makes it so when it wears out, it actually becomes better in inclement weather and things like that. It was fascinating. Yeah, it was super fun. It was absolutely an ad, if that makes sense. Like, I watched this 30-minute YouTube video. It's very clearly sponsored by Michelin because they're like paying to get people excited about this tire. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it was very good. It's one of those instances of like, not all advertising has to be bad. They got Adam Savage out there, let him nerd out with all their engineers for like 30 minutes and then posted 2 YouTube videos, and they're great.
Yeah, I mean, like, we have this thing because we're in late stage capitalism where we think that to make an ad, you have to lie.
Yeah, everything's a grift. We live in the era of grift.
Yeah, you don't actually have to lie. Products can be cool and useful, and Michelin makes great tires. I know Joe's like activating like a sleeper agent to talk about his Michelin all-season tires.
If I had that Michelin tire money, I'd talk about it too.
Yeah, I fucking tell everybody about it. If I could pick the tires that went on my car, I'd talk about it. And I get it, because like you had the opportunity to put good tires on your car. Okay. That's pretty fucking great.
They invented the pneumatic tire.
Yes, they did.
Back in the day. And they pioneered it, at least. I don't know if they were like the very first person to try, but they pioneered it. They basically invented the modern tire. They're a fascinating company to read about. You know the Michelin man? His name is Bibendum, and he's depicted as like a hedonistic, like, his whole thing is that he drinks up glass and nails. So he's always depicted as this like boisterous, drunk like guy who's like, oh, what's up? And he has like a martini glass filled with broken glass and like nails. And that was his whole thing.
It's so French. It's like how the French do what Americans are always trying to do, like hedonistic tire man. So he's just like fancier.
What's funny too is he came from the era of back in the day, like literally a public market where people would have like shops and you'd try and attract people to come in, and they would have this giant fucking Bibendum Michelin man, and he would just yell and like heckle people in the audience and be generally kind of a nuisance in a really fun way. And that was how they advertised their tires. I don't remember the years, but like, you know,
I love that. Also, Haberlin's brother and sister-in-law both work at Michelin, and they worked at the Michelin that Adam Savage came to.
Yeah, shout out to them. They're the reason I fell down this rabbit hole, and now I'm like a Michelin fan.
Yeah, I mean, they're great. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
They're such great tires, and they are kind of, I think historically, they're also sort of this like example of great advertising, because their great advertising, I would argue, is also why we have like the Michelin Guide and Michelin star restaurants.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they created that, which was wild. I just thought that was a naming coincidence.
Yeah, it was just like road trips. We car tires. Let's all have some.
What if we made it? What if we made a way to rate restaurants to make them a destination for you to drive to, and then that was turned into the Michelin star?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway, good morning to 60 Watts Light Bulb. Good morning to Rerun. Good morning, Coyote Astronaut. Good morning, Emily. Good morning, Sid the Kingmaker. And of course, good morning, Daddy. It is 7:07 on July 28th, 2026. We're coming up on the end of the year. Not the end of the year, the end of the month. We're over halfway to the end of the year, which is crazy. I was still saying 2026 is going to be my year.
It feels aggressive what you're doing right now.
I'm so sorry.
I don't think it's okay.
Sid in the chat says, you scared me.
Yeah, you scared us all. There's a pretty cloud skies.
Pretty cloud skies out there. Coyote Astronaut says advertainment, to which I say, yes, I love advertainment. You remember the Old Spice ads, the I'm on a horse ad?
Yeah.
That was good shit. We need more of that. 60 Watts Livo says, I'm working on making it my year still. I'd like to think that we all are. I think
that's amazing. I think you should always be working on making it your year.
I have some exciting news that comes with a caveat for just my life updates. Hi, it's Moss. I got a gig that is going to be awesome and really cool, doing a fun project on a very short timeline, but it's going to end up paying most of our rent, which is very exciting. That rules, although it does unfortunately fuck up my week in a big way in that it precludes me from going to a very cool concert that you are going to today.
So there's some bad news, is that Mason is not going to come see Hillary Duff.
Yeah. I was pretty stoked on it too. It's really, I'm bummed. But there's not any way that I can. I've been rotating this particular apple in my mind and trying to figure out a way I could do it. But there's just no way that I can rush deliver this video because we'd have to go you're leaving at 11 and then coming back tomorrow because the concert is late and long and it's far away.
Yeah, and this job has to be done by Friday, done. And so you want to get them a version before. It's just not.
So I will not be able to add Hillary Duff to my list of concerts I have seen, which consists of a lot of weird artists.
Yeah, my list is also really weird.
Yeah. Also, if you haven't listened to Hillary Duff's new album, you should check it out. It's really good.
It's really, it honestly awesome. Is really good. I feel like I'm trying to show people and they're like, I feel like I have this really weird relationship with pop music where, everybody likes some pop. And if you don't, you're lying. It's the whole thing. It's popular, right? You are like other girls, in fact. And we all probably like different pop. I mean, there's something that will be appealing to you about it.
I like Sprite.
But you need to calm down. Also, the cats are fighting.
Oh, okay.
But, well.
Do you tell your story?
So I think this album is so good. First of all, the audio production's awesome. So it's really fun to listen to. There's so much happening in the music. And the lyrics are, I feel like, the coolest part where you're like, oh, Hillary Duff is a grown-up. These are her grown-up lyrics. And it really feels like you're like, yeah, she was always writing her own songs. And now she's writing her own songs as an adult woman, who's almost 40. And it just feels really genuine. And it's really fun. And the music is it toes that perfect line of you're just listening to a pop song and then you're like, wow, I think I'm going to cry because it's really also really deep. It's really fucking good.
I think a lot of the people who say weird things about it because the internet seems mixed on it, but who gives a shit what the internet thinks?
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of dipshits out here typing stupid things with their dumb little hands. But basically, anytime someone's been famous for a long time or particularly was famous in children's or children's adjacent entertainment.
And particularly as a woman.
Yeah, and particularly as a woman, it's incredibly hard to pivot to being an adult. It's sometimes, you know what I mean? So people are like, oh, you mean Hillary Duff has a song with adult references in it? It's she's a fucking grown woman. What do you mean?
Yeah, she's 4 kids.
Yeah,
leave her alone.
She's not making Lizzie McGuire anymore.
Well, and also, famously, they tried to reboot Lizzie McGuire, but it fell through because Hillary Duff and the person who was writing the show, they were all like, had created this what sounded like a really good show about grown-ups, and Disney was too fucking cowardly.
Yeah, high key sad that didn't happen.
Yeah.
that would have ripped, especially if they kept the animated real life sort of thing they did. God, it was so much fun. Anyway, that's a little update from the boop 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 us.
That's right.
Today on the show, we asked y'all to call in, and we're going to carry this forward through the week with cool parent stories. If your parents have done something cool or fun, was your dad in a band? Did your mom write a book? Is your uncle the first person to fly a single engine plane over the biggest lake in your state? Or whatever. You got any cool parent stories? Call them in. 848-MOSS-BUG, 848-667-7284. Not to call out anyone specifically, but to kind of do that. Sid has an extremely cool grandpa.
It's true.
And Sid, if you want to tell us a story about your grandpa, that would be super dope. Or I can just tell people to go watch those videos.
Yeah, it's pretty iconic.
But if you got cool parent stories, call them in this week. 848-MOSS-BUG. We've got a couple cool parent stories sitting in the inbox for us to get to.
We also have some voicemails in the email. Are you okay?
Yeah, my headphones just popped. It was just I think it just adjusted, but it was really scary because it's on my head.
I heard it.
Yeah, something you'll notice that my headphones, I don't even have the headband anymore. These things are completely fucked. And so something just
snapped. We got to get you another pair. I think yours are just done.
The important part's working. You didn't see my headphones before we got together. I had a pair of Sony cans that I spent like $100 on that was absolutely not worth $100. The headband fucking broke, and so I took a piece of copper coil from a refrigerator, the copper coil wire, and I just jammed it through both ear cups and put it over my head, and then I'd zip-tied foam to it, and I brought it we used them at the radio for over a year before not Steve actually, what was her name? One of my coworkers bought me a pair of headphones because they were like,
cute.
Hey, you're literally putting trash on your head, and I was like, yeah, but they work. The irony is I really liked my trash headphones, so I kept using those.
Yeah.
I took the gift ones home and used them at home.
I mean, that's beautiful. But it's also wild. It makes sense. You wear them every day. They have worked really well, but you did not get those headphones, you have not had those longer really than I've had mine, and I just really thought you did.
These?
Yeah.
No, I've had them for about a year before you.
Yeah.
2 years, actually.
Oh, 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, these are 2 full years old.
Okay, your story was just basically right before I met you, I had trash headphones.
Because I kept them for a long time.
Yeah.
Because it didn't break? The fucking copper piping.
Well.
That's right. I'll just replace these as long as the ear parts work. In the chat, Sid says, oh, right, yes, I was just thinking I should call my grandpa. It's also his birthday today.
Hell yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Sid's grandpa. Literally the exact kind of person I want to grow up to be.
Yeah.
He's genuinely so freaking cool. So stay tuned for some stories about Sid's super dope grandpa this week. And 60 Watts Lightbulb also says, happy birthday, Grandpa Sid. 60 Watts Lightbulb also landing some lyrics in the chat. It ain't over till it's over.
That's right.
What else you got, Bug?
I don't know. I didn't think I have any. Oh, was I saying something?
Yeah, I think so. And then my headphones went bang.
Oh, yeah. We have voicemails from the email.
Yes, we do. We have voicemails from the email from Matt Bliss that we have not gotten to. We'll have to get to those.
And also, I have another clue for the. And also, for those of you who may have missed it, Elle guessed it.
Elle?
She privately messaged me and she guessed it. She actually guessed it on clue number 1, but
wow.
She didn't, not until she re-listened to the episode. So it was not clue 2, it was re-listening to the clue number 1 that got it.
Okay, yeah. So in case you don't know what we mean, we're doing an unconventional film buffering where Bug is giving incomplete clues, 1 a day until we hit 6 clues, and you can see how, if you can get it. And make sure you remind Mason when he's doing the show alone tomorrow. I'll leave a clue. Okay, yeah, you'll have to leave a clue. I'm doing the show solo tomorrow. I'm excited. You motherfuckers can't escape. I'm going to be taking us on a journey through time and space. I shouldn't talk it up too much because I'm going to roll out of bed and be like, fuck, what did I promise?
But you do that every day.
Yeah, I do that every single day. So what is our clue for today and our previous? Start with our first 2 clues, our first 2 vague clues, and then let's get our new one.
Okay.
Even though currently our digital darling is in the lead. We'll see who can get second place.
Yeah. Clue number 1. A young man goes on a field trip and 2. However, his actions cause someone he cares for to 3. The man hires him to take. I think a bunch of people are going to get it.
What flick you think that is? Go ahead and send it in a DM to Bug or private chat. How do you want them, Bug? How do you want the guesses?
Yeah, just send me a DM or you can also just post it, say this is my guess, and use spoiler text.
Yeah, just use spoiler tags in the Discord. If you think you know it, go ahead and drop your film buffering guesses. Let's go ahead and rotate our heads towards the handset. The telephone, ring, ringle, wrangle on the wall. Here it goes. Jingle, jangle. Talking about cool parent stories. This is a voicemail from none other than, I almost said the eponymous Jordan Reed.
Well,
wouldn't that be what is named Jordan besides Jordan?
Yeah, it would be like if his biography was Jordan Reed and you said it was an eponymous biography.
Whatever. Here he is.
Bug and Moss. Hey, how the hell are you? This is Jordan Reed, born in Ohio, currently living in Virginians. You all today on Monday, whatever, July, you all asked for cool parent stories, and I'm going to tell you, I'll tell you one of my mom and one of my dad. And this also prompts me to call back more and give more of these or share more of these because I feel like everyone's got a lot, but I don't know. I want to share these because I like sharing them because I think they're fucking funny and weird.
Jordan's
and it's also weird thinking about your parents as people before they had you as a child. One story about my mom. My mom was a real fucking bad bitch in a cool way. And when she was 17, she hitchhiked from Eastlake, Ohio, all the way down to, I think it was Orlando, Florida. Just hitchhiked.
Sure.
Not a care in the fucking world.
Parents be doing that in the 80s.
That's a really cool story about my mom. She also has a tattoo on her boob.
Hell yeah.
Which is funny. Yeah, I just think that's really cool too. I don't know. I forget how old she was when she got it. But yeah, she has a tattoo on her boob. My dad had a lot of jobs growing up, and his dad, my papaw, also named David Reed, started a limo company, a chauffeur service in Raleigh, North Carolina, or Virginia, I forget. Hampton? Doesn't matter. Somewhere in North Carolina or Virginia. And when my dad was old enough to drive, of course, he joined the family company and helped drive people in limousines. And one of those people, he drove, drum roll, Michael Jackson.
Oh,
wow.
The Jackson 5.
Okay.
Michael Jackson's brothers had to take a separate limo, and my dad got to drive around old Mike.
Wow.
And they stopped at a Burger King because Michael Jackson told my dad that he was hungry. And this was around the time right before, I think the song Ben came out. Pretty big hit for old Michael Jackson.
Bang?
And he was scribbling lyrics on a napkin in the back of the limo. And my dad saw it when he was cleaning out the trash after their trip and threw them away.
Oh.
So we like to rag on my dad for throwing away handwritten Michael Jackson lyrics on a Burger King napkin. But maybe, hindsight, it's okay to not have those.
Yeah.
Anyways, those are fun stories.
Oh, well, Jordan got cut off there.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild. So Jordan's dad had a napkin with handwritten lyrics from Michael Jackson and tossed it in the trash. I can totally understand, but oh man.
I mean, in his defense, it was trash. It was. Just because a celebrity touched it.
But in his offense, it was Michael Jackson and it wasn't a mystery. He wasn't like, I don't know who that guy, I don't know who that weirdo was.
This is not the same as when my dad met Stephen King at a bar, and Stephen King was just like, oh, I'm Stephen King. And my dad was like, no, that's a lie. And just said, no, you're not, all night. And then went back to wherever my mom was and saw him on the back of a book cover and was like, oh, fuck.
That's so good. My dad played Frisbee with not Catherine Zeta-Jones, Scarlett Johansson's dad. Outside of the fairgrounds in the town we grew up in. happened to be there, and he was just playing Frisbee. And I guess Scarlett Johansson was performing at a venue, and they were just like playing Frisbee outside.
I think that's so beautiful. I also love you say he happened to be there and just playing Frisbee, as though that is not just, he's just a dad. Of course he's there playing Frisbee.
Of course.
Jordan, I love those stories. There were a couple things that really stuck out to me. One, my dad also drove limos, which just feels like a very dad thing to do. And also, if I got a limo and the driver was like a 16-year-old kid, I'd be delighted. That's so fucking funny.
Right? That would be really funny.
Like, and because I also know that kid would be like a consummate professional.
Oh,
this
for sure.
kid is like, he's got it down. He's like, oh, Burger King, absolutely. They know me here. Like, it's going to be so good.
I have a funny story about Jordan's dad and a prank that I orchestrated against Jordan's dad, a man I have never met but only heard stories about. Someday I hope to meet him. He seems very fun. He had a van. I hung out with Jordan and Dana and a bunch of other people, and we went on a trip to Red River Gorge here in Kentucky. It was dope. It's a beautiful nature park.
So cool. Come visit us. We'll take you.
Jordan had come down from Ohio with his pals, and he had brought his dad's van because it has a lot of seats. It's a big old van. And in the front of the van, it had one of those I almost said edutainment systems.
Had a leapfrog, a couple of them for us to play.
It had a quantum leap. It had all the books. Just put the little cartridges in. It was great. No, it had one of those entertainment systems in the front, like all cars do with a screen. And it had this default picture. I don't know if you've ever been in a Dodge van, but they all have this like default picture of like a green scene. I think it's like a waterfall, and like that's just behind your like radio and your clock and all of that. And it's not a picture you can readily change, but if you go into the options menu, you'll notice that there's like I noticed, because I was fucking with the stereo. Mm-hmm. I noticed that you could change the background between this picture and like a standard blue gradient. And so I was like, now I wonder if we could change the picture to whatever we want. Yeah,
that's my next question also.
So I had my laptop with me, and I looked it up, and someone on GitHub had made a script that would interface specifically. It had to be formatted in this very weird, strange way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I had to like install Ruby to do this. Like that was the way this person had written this script. It was completely bonkers. But I basically spent like 2 hours hacking the computer in Jordan's dad's van.
He's hacking.
And I photoshopped a tiny picture of Jordan's dad sitting on a rock in the picture. So it is still the default waterfall, but there's just a little tiny Jordan's dad on a rock.
That's awesome.
And there's like a picture of him from a theme park. So he's just like in a shirt and shorts. So we gave him back the van and just like little picture of himself in the dash. I thought that was pretty. I don't remember what his reaction was, but I feel like Jordan said it was something where he was like, how do you change that?
Oh no, it's that. And I think, I understand your instinct is that's embarrassing. You can't change it, but it's such a conversation starter. Everyone's going to wonder, how did you do that? They're going to be like, you must be so fancy to be able to like pay like a hacker to do this for you. You must be so well connected.
Yeah, he's like, well, no, it's one of my 30-year-old kids' friends did this to me. Like, what do you mean?
That's so amazing. I love what you did, but I thought for sure you were going to say you like just put up a blue screen.
Oh, like a Windows Area screen? No, I didn't want to freak him out. I wanted him to not notice for a while.
Which is iconic. Goal. That's amazing.
I think it's way funnier if it takes a while to notice.
I agree.
We also have one other voicemail in here that I'm not 100% sure is a parent story, but I think it is. And it comes to us from our good friend, Emily.
Hey, Bug and Moss. It is Emily. And your conversation today, and today being July 27th, the Monday, 2026, reminded me of the time I used a $7,000 toilet.
So not a parent story.
I did not make that number up. The toilet apparently cost $7,000.
It better have sung to you.
It better make you younger when you shit.
My aunt was visiting in Maryland. She lives in Florida and is a Florida person, Floridian.
Yeah,
not
Florida
relevant,
person.
but she was visiting for a week or whatever because she comes up and visits quite frequently. And she was staying at her friend's condo in Baltimore.
Crazy to me that it's in a condo.
We picked her up at the condo. We went out to dinner, and she was talking about her friend's condo and how it's really cool. It is a very cool building. It was like an old warehouse that was converted into
The dream.
apartments and condos, and it's a really cool like architectural building. There's like actual warehouse like stacks and stuff like that. Really cool building. But then she starts talking about his toilet.
I would have led with that.
For context, her friend is a countertop salesperson. No, owns a countertop business.
Yeah.
Luxury countertops.
Fucking money
like
in that. Absolutely loaded.
If you are in Maryland and want to know of a good countertop person, I have a good name for you. But anyways.
Give me a marble toilet.
He really redid his bathroom in a big way. So she describes how he used like very expensive marble in the shower and in the backsplash and on the floor or quartz, whatever. I don't know. It's all fancy, and I'm just like, what? But then she tells us about the $7,000 toilet, and she's very adamant that we need to come and try the
I completely understand.
Toilet. And she keeps on repeating the $7,000 toilet, the $7,000 toilet.
We're making T-shirts. Can we get a picture of it?
It becomes a joke between us as we're driving back. We keep on talking about how we're going to use the $7,000 toilet. So we get back to the condo, and she again insists, go use the $7,000 toilet.
Take a shit if you can.
So
challenge it.
I go in separately, of course. We don't all go into the bathroom at one point. Although the bathroom is pretty big enough to have,
Oh, and we got cut off. There's a second part of the $7,000 toilet story.
I'm absolutely.
Isn't there a movie? It's like The $1 Million Boy or something?
The $1 Million Man?
Or it's the $7,000 toilet.
Is it the $1 Million Man or like the $8 Million Man?
Chat, think on it. We'll think on it. We'll need to figure out the design of this shirt because I feel like we need to make this a shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, here's part 2 of the story, and also good morning to Karama Roar, who has just joined us.
Good morning.
Hey, this is part 2 of the $7,000 toilet story because I think it cut me off. But anyways, so I go in to use this $7,000 toilet, and the top opens up magically once I step near it, and it looks just like an ordinary toilet until it comes up, and it has all of these buttons on it and all of this like weird like settings. I didn't try all of them, but the seat is heated. Like you sit down,
I'm into
and
that.
It's heated on purpose.
Yeah.
It's not like Ty's toilet where they hot water.
Ty, not like your
whatever,
poor person accident.
To like do a steam thing or whatever to keep it from condensing. The seat is heated on purpose. It had a bidet with multiple functions.
I should hope so.
And you could control what temperature was squirting up your butt.
Nice. Yes. Love that.
Would use.
I'm not sure I would want to spend $7,000 on a toilet.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
But it was interesting. It was very interesting. And I am wondering, how did that toilet cost $7,000? Because it was
Yeah, it sounds like those Japanese toilets.
It was kind of a little bit unremarkable.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool, but I don't know. I expected like for it to have like fancy lights or something like that, or I don't know, randomly sing a song. But
yeah, I'm disappointed it didn't sing a song.
It just had heated seats and a bidet, and the top came up, and that was it.
Wow.
Anyways, that's the story of how I used the $7,000 toilet.
So I think the reason.
Thank you so much for the call, Emily.
Yeah, thank you, Emily. And I think the reason it was probably so expensive is because there is a market for everything, right? But there's only so much of a market. And a toilet is big and heavy. And if you're going to ship it, it's going to be a whole thing. And it's an appliance, right? I actually don't think $7,000 is crazy if it doesn't fucking break immediately. Like if it's like a buy it for life type computer toilet.
How many toilets have you broken, Bug? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the electronics.
Oh, okay, yeah. I haven't had an electronic toilet.
Yeah, I mean, like all the like an appliance can be $7,000 if it is a buy it for life type appliance. But a lot of modern appliances have computers in them that like you can't easily repair, and I'm terrified of buying them. I'm terrified of investing in them. This is like my fear around smart TVs. I'm not interested in paying a lot of money for something that can be bricked by a company because they decide they want me to buy a new one.
That's fair. I want to introduce you to the world of luxury toilet websites because boy howdy was I not ready for how funny I find this.
Yeah.
I'm on the Toto USA website. And when you're trying to sell a toilet, a luxury toilet on a website, you got to make it look fancy. But the thing is, at the end of the day, this is a bucket that you shit in. You know what I mean? And so it's just really funny to scroll through this. Like here I'm on the page for Toto's Neo Rest. I clicked on the tab up at the top because it said Life Anew. And I was like, ooh, I can't wait to be rejuvenated by my shit toilet. So I clicked on that and it took me to the Neo Rest. And at the top, we have this horizontal parade of these sort of globular, shiny, white plastic portal/institute/podcube looking toilets. And as you scroll down through the page, you see your standard like marketing website style things, but everything's a toilet. And it's absolutely killing me. There's a section that says benefits and technologies with wellness, cleanliness, design, sustainability, and comfort. And each of them has a picture of like splashing water, a toilet bowl.
So good.
One of those sort of like inner diagrams like you might see on a medical website, but it's a toilet's guts. And you scroll down through the showcase and you see a toilet sitting at the end of a long hallway looking into a forest with a woman walking towards it in a bathroom.
Okay, so the most upsetting part about that photo is that toilet is fucking huge. It looks like a bathtub.
Yeah, that's a big potty bug. But if you want your life anew, if you want your life to be renewed by a Toto, that's just the size. It's just the size it is. I don't know what to tell you. As we scroll further down the page, I want to just journey a little bit farther before we turn away from this.
Okay.
The next image on the page is a potty and a bathtub overlooking a swamp in what appears to be a like glass-walled bathroom in Shrek's house. Where the fuck is this?
Now,
it's literally over a lake.
I want to take a shit here.
Yeah.
So I want to be really clear.
Everyone does. Of course you do.
But this is a place. This has to be a place that you can rent because nobody wants a clear room on a swamp. Who are you paying to clean those windows?
Yeah.
Nobody. But if you're renting it, you're like, okay, this is my business. We just pay someone to do that. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sign up for their newsletter here at the bottom. It says join our mailing list and stay up to date on news and products. I noticed one of the forms started to autofill, so at risk of doxing myself, I'm going to stop showing the screen. But that is, Toto's website is glorious, and I like the energy of this. I don't know what it is about it, but I think it's because, like, we all know you shit on these. We all know this is for pee and poo.
I'd like to second 60 watts light bulb. Where is the handle?
It's on the side. I'm hanging. Toilet sales at MasonAmadeus.com.
It's serving like Tesla toilet. Also, why does that email sign up say describe yourself?
Yeah. Okay. So please describe yourself. Architect, consumer, contractors, designer, distributor, employee,
I thought it was like a type your own.
Manufacturer, rep agency, plumber, showroom representative, or trade professional.
Oh, okay. So you want to pick one of the professional ones for sure. The shit we'll get will be way more interesting.
Absolutely. So I'm going to list them down, Bug, and then at the end you tell me which one to pick.
Okay.
Architect, consumer, contractors, designer, distributor, employee, engineers, manufacturer, rep agency, plumber, showroom representative, or trade professional. What kind of a shitter am I, as Sid said in chat?
Pick trade professional.
Trade professional. You know, I am a professional at trading things with toilets, but I trade them parts of me, and they trade me
that really annoying splash up in there.
A little bit of slapback. What's my company? What's my company name? Should I put Podcube LLC, the business I actually own?
Yes, you should.
Sign up. Hell yeah. I'm on the Toto mailing list. Thank you for signing up to the newsletter. Your request has been received. So maybe they'll reject me. Maybe this is like a curated list. Maybe I'm getting into high society here.
It's funny because sometimes they keep you from getting onto their wholesale stuff. I know because I'm always trying to trick companies into selling me coffee at wholesale. But sometimes the only barrier to entry is that they don't think you will. And they're usually right. So it's like not really worth trying harder, but on the off chance that they're wrong, you can.
Yeah, and I love. Hey, I get a lot of fucking spam. Why not brighten up the inbox with a little bit of joy, a little bit of I need a little toilet joy in my life. So why isn't that line in Mambo number 5?
I wanted to check something out because I was really kind of like circling the drain around the idea of a $7,000 toilet. I was like, honestly, I've heard of more expensive toilets.
Circling the drain, nice.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that crazy to me. And I don't think it is because I looked up, how much is an outhouse. And your range here is pretty wide, but it's like $250 to $4,000 or $5,000. I mean, yeah, we're talking about an outbuilding. We're talking about a structure. We're not talking about just the appliance.
To build an outhouse? Well, it depends. If you get pallets for free and you got a couple strong buddies and a case of beer.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? And also, the logic of this is very important because I am going to push back on this thing that we all do because it's really annoying where we'll all be like, oh, yeah, that person wants to charge you that. Well, we could just do a case of beer or whatever. And it's like, yeah, you can do that because you're not paying for labor. It's like when people come into my bakery and they're like, I could buy these ingredients for like $5.
Bug, that's the point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So but you can't build the computer toilet. Probably you can, but most of us can't build the computer toilet ourselves. So you got to buy it.
I don't know if I could build a computer toilet out of wood. I don't know if I'm that good.
Okay, I don't think anyone was suggesting you should build a computer toilet out of wood.
When you said outhouse and I said pallets, that's what I was thinking.
Well, we were talking about an outhouse.
Yeah, I'm only saying I could build an outhouse.
Okay, I was going to say none of us could build a computer toilet, and then I realized who I was talking to.
60 Watts Light Bulb says daddy-powered toilet. I'm going to give Daddy control over it.
Yeah, I'll shit on Daddy.
Matt Bliss suggested that under the select who you are, the option should be caviar haver, Taco Bell patron, or vegan health enthusiast.
That's so important.
Which is all very good.
They need to know what's happening in there.
Matt said, I want Mason's PC strapped to a milk crate version of a wooden toilet. Add a patron tier. Yeah, I'll make you a toilet out of a milk crate and an old computer.
I feel like
oh my God.
My thing with the computer toilet is like, it's for someone.
It's for someone.
And I'm not like gonna not use it, but I'm pretty disinterested in it, to be real. I just think there's really more expensive toilets out there. I want to like what's the most expensive toilet?
While you look that up, Bug, I'll remind all of our friends, critters, freaks, and listeners that this show is made possible by supporters on Patreon. Patreon.com/Bug and Moss if you want to help pay our bills. Currently, our Patreon helps to cover the majority of our electric bill, which is huge and awesome and makes our lives so much better because we're currently trying to figure out how to make money. And we're doing it. But if you want to help support us and keep us going, keep this show going, keep us on the road, go to patreon.com/Bug and Moss. Join at whatever tier suits you, as low as $3.99 to just be a critter, a little more money to be a freak if you want to throw that our way. And then if you want to be a community partner and have us talk about your stuff every day, you can join at $24.99. You get an ad read a week. And there's even higher tiers if you want to make us do even crazier stuff. Our show is sponsored by Eva Mae Morin and French Alexander. Eva Mae Morin writes Kissing Books. Her debut book, Check You Out, comes out on August 25th of this year. We had Eva on the show a couple, I think it was last week, on Tuesday, on Wednesday. I don't exactly remember which day, but if you go back into last week's show, you can see featuring Eva Mae Morin and go listen to that interview. You can pre-order Check You Out from Amazon and her website, EvaMaeMorin.com. It's a very good book, and it's a whole lot of fun.
It is a very good book.
We're also brought to you by French Alexander, an artist and musician whose whimsy knows no bounds. Alex streams live music and art making and sometimes video games on twitch.tv/French Alexander every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find out more at FrenchAlexander.com. French Alexander also does, as part of this, has made some really cool technical art using all sorts of analog video corruption and feedback and all sorts of crazy filters and cool shit. Alex makes some of the coolest tech art, so you really owe it to yourself to go follow twitch.tv/French Alexander. And we're also made possible by Shade Cycle, a really cool metal band in the UK. They had a new single that just dropped recently called Soft Power, Shade_Cycle, wherever you get your music. Go and check that out. Now, back to the show. I was going to segue into a Joke Better Help ad read.
I thought you were going to say now, back to toilets.
Now back to toilets. What's the most expensitive toilet in the entire universe, Buck?
Well, I think really probably a custom toilet. Like I think you could make a toilet as expensive as you want. But do you know the price of any of the Toto toilets? Did you notice that when you were looking at it?
I did not. No, I did not look at them. See, they didn't list the prices.
Yeah.
Which made me think that they were the kind of like, if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Well, so you could get one for $7,000. You get one for under that. They have some like really normal ones. I also found one that looks exactly the same as all of those for $25,000.
$25,000?
$25,000.
The Toto NeoRest WX2 wall hung bidet toilet. The CWT 9548CE MFX number 01.
It doesn't even come with a pedestal, and you got to put it right into just this shit through the walls.
I don't trust a wall-mounted toilet because I do not either. I don't like trusting shear strength, even though I know it's probably fine. And I've never broken a toilet off of a wall, but I've just imagined it very not hard. I don't
think I've ever used a toilet that was only wall hung.
What do you mean? You've never been to like a hotel? I feel like hotel toilets or like travel toilets, like at a lot of like airports and stuff.
No, I think most of the toilets I've used have had a pedestal base.
Calling it a pedestal is really weird to me.
I'm sure that's what it's called.
I call it a shit foot.
And that feels to you not as like weird as pedestal.
Well, not putting it on a pedestal. It's a bucket you shit in.
It is literally on a pedestal. Nothing could be more on a pedestal than the toilet bowl.
The pedestal has like plumbing in it.
It's still what do you think why would that invalidate it as a pedestal?
Shit doesn't flow through a pedestal.
It does when it's a fucking toilet one.
I don't think so. I don't like calling it that. I don't think it should be called that.
I think that you need to take the pedestal off a pedestal.
You think I'm putting pedestal on a pedestal?
Yeah, I think it's creepy.
I think maybe pedestal.
Anyway, so some other toilets we got. So what's crazy...
Coyote Astronaut says, is it made of orphans?
Yeah, I think so. What's crazy is that this toilet, Mason, you'd agree, looks like nothing.
Yeah, it looks like nothing. It looks like a small little box nailed to the wall.
Meanwhile, for only $3,000, you can get this fucking thing.
Okay, I'm going to have to pull up a picture of this. Can you read about it? Read the name.
So this is the Royal Sphere Gold and Black Smart Toilet. And it looks like an egg. Looks kind of like a Cadbury egg or some kind of candy egg. You see it on the video if you're watching now. It's an orb. I guess it opens, but I love that they don't show any photos of that. So here we go. There's one photo of it open. It is so funny. And this is why they don't want to show it to you open, because inside of it is just a toilet.
And like a normal, oh God, I was trying to make the picture big. They make their website really hard to share. It's just a normal white toilet seat that doesn't look like it's supposed to be in there.
They didn't even put a pretty toilet seat in.
Also, in the reflection of it, I don't see the person taking the picture. So I think this was taken by a vampire.
Well, I should hope you don't see the person taking the picture, because if I was looking on royaltoiletry.com, your divine bathroom, at the Royal Sphere Golden Black Smart Toilet, and they had not even taken a photo professional enough to not have the reflection of a guy in it, like something on Facebook Marketplace, I'd be pissed.
But how did they hide the guy?
I'm guessing.
I feel like, is this a fake? This is a render. This isn't real. Yeah, wait, look at the toilet paper in the background. You see that? There's no detail. This isn't real. This is all a render. None of these are photographs.
I think probably, yeah. I mean, I think that's fine.
This is a 3D render.
I think you'd kind of have to, because look at how reflective it is.
Yeah.
You could also like kind of composite it, or like, yeah, I think it's fine.
I think, I don't want to say with 100% confidence, but I'm pretty high confidence from doing a lot of 3D stuff that this is just a very good render.
I mean, I think also like you can probably figure out a way to take photos of this, but probably just not from those angles.
Yeah, for real. I don't know, Bug. I think some of the way the light is playing on it doesn't look quite right to me. I know. Yeah. I'm not 100% certain at all. But that toilet paper, it does not come across in the video because I can't get it as big as I can see it in real life right now. It's not real. This is the giveaway to me. This is nothing. In the chat, Az said, "Could God make a toilet so expensive even he couldn't afford it?"
Yeah. If God is real, I assume that's kind of where he's going.
And then Matt Bliss gave us today's episode title, "The Problem of Defecate Omnipotence."
That's
which is
beautiful.
Rerun says, "A white plastic seat on that is crazy and I hate it." Render
it's
or
so
not.
rude.
I know, right? Why would you put the toilet is black and gold? Put a black toilet seat in there. I understand it not being gold, but there's black plastic on the top.
I mean, you get what you pay for, right? Also, I see you, Light Bulb. Light Bulb is like, I mean, toilet seats break, so you have to be able to replace it. Yeah, but fucking come on. They can sell one that is nice. I can buy a black toilet seat.
I agree with Lightbulb, and Lightbulb earlier pointed out that a lot of this stuff sacrifices style for maintainability, which I also hate. But I do think that the very least they could do is make it so that when you first buy it, before you replace the toilet seat, it doesn't look like it's already been replaced.
It could still be a standard size, just not ugly.
Yeah, and they could sell expensive toilet seats. They could sell their premium matte black plastic toilet seat, which judging from the sort of texture on the top, that looks a little bit grumbly. Not grumbly. What is it like?
It looks grumbly.
Lightly bumpy. Like if you ran your hand across it, it would be like the front of one of the good notebooks.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like pebbled.
A toilet seat made of that would be a nightmare because that's just asking to harbor bacteria.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing's sort of not good for cleaning, as Lightbulb did point out.
Sid says, I'm already going to drop almost $3,000 on a toilet. Surely I can afford premium seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, for real.
So
Matt said no slipping and sliding on that seat.
That's right. I also have another toilet for you to show everyone, babe. It's pretty important.
Oh, before you get to that, I need to read what Alex just said in chat. Saying, Bug, I think you were onto something about Mambo number 5. I found a draft verse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the bathroom, so come on, let's ride to the toilet store around the corner. The boys say they want some toilet joy, but I don't really want a bull bust. Like I had last week, I shit stayed deep because talk is cheap. I like American Standard, Delta, Kohler, and Toto. And as I continue, they get in porcelain. I don't remember how the song goes well enough to do that.
It was so great.
It was very good, Alex.
I don't think
awesome.
that I brought up Mambo number 5, but I did see it go by, and I'm so happy that we're here.
I was the one who brought up Mambo number 5.
Oh, heard it. Whatever.
Okay, well, I guess in this toilet feature, I have one more voicemail we can get to at the end of the show from Coyote Astronaut.
Eventually,
or maybe we'll save it as a treat.
Listen to Matt Bliss's also.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt.
I know that you have had that in there for a long time. We will bring it back.
So I'm guessing that this is pronounced the Herbo Dagobert or Dagobert wooden toilet throne.
The Herbo Dagobert wooden toilet throne, yes. And I'm about to show it on screen here. And Bug, why don't you go ahead and describe that?
It looks like a chamber pot.
No, it doesn't. A chamber pot looks like a kitchen pot.
Calm down. Let me finish talking. It does, though. They've styled it to look like a 16 to 1800s king toilet, where it's literally a porcelain pot it's wooden. This is a luxury wooden toilet.
It looks like if someone got so mad at you that they were like, listen, when you die, I'm going to have you cremated and I'm going to shit and piss in your ashes for the rest of eternity.
Yeah.
And they did it, and they didn't just take it and take your urn and do that, but they built an entire enclosure to allow them to do that in comfort. It appears to be a porcelain urn at the base of a wooden straight-backed chair with flat arms, seemingly has a cup holder inserted in the right arm.
Yeah.
And in lieu of a lid covering the opening of the urn, is a wooden lid with a handle, a knob handle like you would see on a drawer. The way the toilet seems to be flushed is on the left-hand side by your shoulder, there is a cable hanging down from an iron little hanger on a golden chain. And there's some writing. So I assume a poem or a Bible verse. Or actually, I bet you it's that fucking footsteps when you see only one step.
You think it's that one?
That's when I carried you. I
imagine it's that Irish one. I can't remember may the wind be always at your back or whatever.
Oh, sure.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back.
Yeah. May the water never rise up to meet you.
Yeah,
may the wind
exactly.
never blow back. It's got a candle holder on the top right shoulder, and it has a matching toilet brush in a little porcelain urn. Coyote Astronaut says, life is short, lick the bowl. So the description of this says, King Dagobert's reign, 629 to 638 AD, as last ruler of the French Merovingian dynasty, has assured his place in history, but his legacy lives on in this unique piece. The classic French children's song Le Bon Roi Dagobert Le Bon Roi Dagobert, the good ruler Dagobert, tells the story of King Dagobert arriving late for an important council meeting with his trousers on inside out. That's funny. It's a song about the king showing up to a meeting with his pants on backwards, or inside outwards. As a fitting introduction to this whimsical toilet, a music box begins playing Le Bon Roi Dagobert as the lid is raised. So as you lift up the lid, it plays a little tune.
So let's point out that the wooden fancy toilet does fucking sing you a song.
The wooden fancy toilet does sing you a song.
Finally.
And it says, for the pièce de résistance, the flush mechanism is connected to a pull chain and bell, thus letting everyone know that all is well in the kingdom. There's also a fucking bell.
I love that there's a candle on it and a candle holder. I kind of love everything about this one. First of all, I love that it's like a fanfic toilet. It's like, this is merch. This is nerd merch for history nerds. You can have the king shitter. It's $18,000 or whatever. And I will say, it's like really the only one we've seen where I'm like, I know why it costs that much.
How much does this one cost?
It's like $18,000.
Okay.
Because it's like fucking carved and crafted, and it's not like, it's wooden, but it's also plumbed, you know? Also, it has my favorite kind of flusher, which is the pull one. That's the only thing I really want that I don't have is a pull flush toilet. I also used some toilets like this when I was in Europe because they just fucking have these.
They just do.
Go to a gas station and they got toilet thrones and shit.
Weird toilets in the UK. I mean, Sid says it looks like a toilet I used in the UK.
Yeah, I was riffing off Sid, but didn't say it because my brain is bad. I once was on a tour bus. I went to England, Scotland, and Wales with my grandma. She was in her 80s at the time. And the tour group was for people over 50. I was 16. I was thriving, made a lot of friends, absolute besties for life, their life. And I was the only person who needed to pee ever. Nobody else ever had to pee, just me, the 16-year-old. And so we'd be on a tour bus and I would be about to burst and I had to run off the bus once and burst into this place we were staying, and I bursted into a powder room that was fucking fancy and all the toilets looked like this, and I pissed into a porcelain bowl that was hand painted. Felt good.
That's crazy.
Felt fucking good.
This fancy royal wooden toilet, looking at some of the responses in chat. Alex says, I wonder what the overlap is between toilet thrones and toilet execution chairs.
That'd be a vibe.
6 Watts Lightbulb said, this throne looks like it's built for someone with issues that needs to be able to lounge in the toilet for a long time. Coyote Astronaut says, the sign on the back says, life is short, lick the bowl.
That's beautiful.
Az says, it's probably born in a mountain, raised in a cave, sucking and fucking is all that I crave.
And I think that's right.
I don't know what that's from. And then Sid says, imagine not telling visitors to use it that there is a music box. Coyote Astronaut says, imagine stumbling to this at 3 a.m. Coyote Astronaut also says, of all these, that's the one I'd buy, do a whole room
100%. I got to be so real. If I walked in and I lifted that lid and music played, I don't think I'd be like, I wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean? Like, I think I would be like, oh, this whole toilet is an experience from first sight to the end.
There's something about things that play music when you look at them and you're like, I bet that's going to play a fucking song.
Yeah, like, I would expect to open it and hear a violin behind me and turn around and see a guy there.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'd expect.
Yeah. Oh, I'm with Dagobert Toilets or whatever.
Yeah, I come with it. Also, I love that they have two finishes. One is finished and the other one is not finished.
The other one is finished. It is sealed. It is just a light wood. Because I thought that too.
Well, no, but it just looks shitty.
It does. It's basically the same thing, but it looks like raw wood. Just like light.
Which is totally what you want.
Yeah, that would make me a little concerned. That looks like my pallet porta potty I was talking about. Matt Bliss has a real way with words. Matt Bliss says, my problem with European toilets, the cistern is often too large and prevents the seat prop up for a standing pee. Problematic gamble for a seat to slam shut on an open stream.
I have a cool suggestion, Matt. Sit down.
Sit down to pee. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good for you. It's good for you.
Just like take a load off. You deserve to relax. Take rest.
Sit down to pee. Join us in the legion of piss sitters, sit pissers.
Piss sitter, sit pisser.
I don't always sit down to pee, but when I do, I have a good time.
I honestly don't always sit down to pee, but I do prefer it.
I more often do than standing, I think.
Yeah, I more often do as well, although I will say there's a real danger, and I don't know if any of my other homies out there can relate, but when I have to pee outside, there's this inherent squatting that's necessary. I'm always pissing on my fucking feet. It's an absolute nightmare, right? Also, if I squat, like, I might shit. It's just like I might shit, and I don't want to do that when I'm outside. That's hard. I might shit, and it's happened before. And that's tough. This is me sharing a little bit of myself. It's hard. It's scary.
You have a particular story about that we can share someday.
Oh, I got a couple. That has not happened once.
Well,
that's happened many times.
Kat Ashton says, treat yourself to the seat. 60 Watts Lightbulb says, how could you look at a throne like that and not sit on it?
Yeah. That's a toilet that makes me want to go.
Sid says, worst thing in the world. French Alexander says, I only sit to piss when a music box is playing. So if you ever need to like stop Alex cryptid style, you know what to do. Just get a music box out. Matt Bliss says, have you ever thought about joining the Legion? Usually in public, there's a lad's toilet conundrum where general care of other toilet goer experiences is less than stellar. Yeah, that is a thing.
I don't know what that means.
There's a lad's toilet conundrum where general care of other toilet goer experiences is less than stellar. Oh, man,
it's talking about how nasty like men's bathrooms are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my biggest argument for unisex bathrooms. Someone has to hold you accountable. I don't think it's okay for men to be able to go into this private man space and be disgusting.
You know how they have like bathroom attendants at fancy places? They're like, here, would you like a warm towel? Would you like me to pat you on the cheeks and tell you you're a good boy? There should be a guy in there in a suit who, when you come out of a stall, he looks at you and he says, hold up. And it goes, looks in. And then it either gives you a thumbs up or a thumbs down and hands you a rag.
Or alternately, unisex toilets. Everyone is in there. And so if you do that, and also because I've heard about the noises that some guys make, they just out loud make noises. Do that in front of your mother. Walk into the bathroom with your mother and your grandmother and your wife and your daughter and behave this way.
What's the funniest?
Bring back shame.
What's the funniest thing? Bug, I don't know about bring back shame. I don't know if I can get behind bring back shame exactly.
Against these men who shit on the toilet seat?
No, against...
You think you can't bring it back?
No, I can't. I just broadly, I'm not behind shame. O'Donnell 87 says, we could put people to work. Bathroom attendants in public parks, grocery stores. O'Donnell also says, I've been told I have farting at the urinal confidence.
That's iconic.
Farting at the urinal confidence is something else. I am the opposite. I am an extremely shy bladder. I am always going to a stall, and I'm always being respectful and demure in there.
He's very demure. He's very much. I have farting at a urinal confidence. I've pissed in the urinal. I'll do it again.
Yeah.
This is my bathroom time.
I think in regards to what you were saying a second ago about the sounds people make, there was something that happened to me once in a Walmart bathroom where a guy was making noises, but he was saying, I wish I could remember the words he was saying.
Was he like praying?
No, it was like full sentences. Like you'd hear nasty like bodily noises and then he'd be like, oh, good golly. Or just like, oh, wow, okay. Like, but he said a specific phrase and it's gone from my memory. But it was really, I was sitting in the other stall like, trying not to laugh.
I have learned from hearing about we talked about listening to Regulation Pod. Hearing the stories about what men are doing in bathrooms, I think grown men are out here, and I know this is going to be hard for all of us to hear because we could never live like this. I think there are grown men in this world who don't think they're being perceived. And when I say bring back shame, that's what I mean. I just want to let them know they are. I just want to let them know that we can see you and we can hear you. And that's just, you just have to understand that to be considerate of other people.
O'Donnell says, guy was having a day and then says, Dolores, I'm coming to see you. If someone, what's the funniest thing you could hear through a bathroom stall wall? Dolores, I'm coming to see you is up there. That's top contender right now.
The craziest thing is that, like, I feel like I need to make something really clear is that when I say men's bathrooms are disgusting, this is not me saying women's bathrooms are clean.
No, they're also disgusting. I've cleaned both.
They're fucking foul.
They're both foul.
And there are no bathrooms in the world worse than the ones at Target. And I think it's the same problem. It's entitled white ladies letting their kids shit everywhere and then being like, I can't deal with this. The bathrooms at Walmart are not as disgusting as the ones at Target. I will walk into a Target bathroom and like fucking cross myself and just prepare to have to go like elbow deep before I can use this toilet.
Can I say something though?
Huh?
It's 2026. It's the year of our Lord, 2026. Why do we not have public toilets that work as I am about to describe?
Okay.
Single stall. You walk. Here's the way the bathroom wing works. You're walking in a store. Sign up above you says bathrooms this way. You walk into a long hallway lined with doors that each lead to their own small room, single bathroom that has a toilet and a sink and like a little table. And on the back of the door, it has a little cover that you can put like your bags and stuff. And you put your stuff in there and shut the cover. You do your business. You once everything is done and you close the bathroom door and take your stuff out, it goes into an automatic cleaning routine. The whole thing should be a wet room, and it should just get high pressure blasted, like the inside of a dishwasher. Some fucking spinning thing in there, blasting water everywhere. Just like, wet room. Wash it down automatically.
Can I tell you something, babe?
Yeah.
I've had the same idea. Like, this is why we're married. I've had the exact same idea of a full wet room, wash when you close the door bathroom.
O'Donnell says, as a man who's upper decked a men's bathroom, we have no shame. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Bring back shame.
Goodness gracious. You've squandered another perfectly good hour listening to the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show, and the music did play, and we're now in the bit where we're supposed to just say, I love you, Bug, I love you, Moss, thank you for joining us, but we're going to have to just do that again because I've now talked too long. The show is over. We're in the air. We're free falling. Bug, thank you for being here. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with us. And we will see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow.
I won't see you tomorrow.
Bug's gonna be gone. I'm gonna be doing the show solo. I'm taking you motherfuckers on a ride. Get ready.
Yeah, Moss only.
Yeah, Moss only. Only Moss. All right. I love you, Bug.
I love you, Moss.
This is Bug and Moss.
Wahoo!